52 is back again. It's June. The official start. I guess it's the official start. School's out. Kids are out. Um, Teachers are on the loose. They're ready to hit that couch. Apparently, from what I heard through some of my teacher friends, they're ready to hit the couches and go to sleep, take a nap. But yeah, it's June, summertime, and then it's going to officially kick off. In 2021, we had White Boy Summer. Thank you, Chet Hanks, for that one. White Boy Summer. That was a nice. That was a nice little chant for 2021. Now this summer, 2024, the summer of this one, we have that white bitch summer, and that's thank you to Pat McAfee. We appreciate you for that one. Again, it's that thing with the basket NBA, the WNBA gals going at it. Who knew? Chicks getting crazy. You put them together, going crazy. Who knew? But that whole thing, I don't. It doesn't really. I don't follow women's basketball. Like I said, I know she's a talent. I know she came. She had Iowa. Very talented. She's a hell of a shooter. I that's much respect. But I think there's a lot of gals in there that are very talented too. The gal from LSU with the big lashes. I don't know what her name is because, like I said, I don't follow much. But that gal with the big lashes, pretty gal. And I think that the funny part for me all this is I love the only thing I do watch the WNBA. The only thing I do watch is I like to watch them come in like the guys do when they're in their street clothes and they're all cautious in their heels. They're all cautious. All the girls come in real cautious, and they look very awkward in their street attire. It's very funny. But yeah, it's yeah, Pat McAfee. Thank you for that white bitch summer. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna be a good one. I can't wait to see that ends, and it's gonna be a good one because let's see, starting in a couple of days, because I'll probably put this out here in the next day or two. Either Thursday, Thursday, June 6th is the start of Mavs and the Mavs in Boston series begins, and the stress begins, and we can't wait here. Our household's ready. I'm ready to tear the roof off. Speaking of tear the roof off, because that's a Method Man and Redman song that they did on one of their, I think it's the Blackout album they did together, a compilation album or a collab album. My point to that is Method Man and Redman, they did a show recently for the Hot 97 concert, and Method Man said, I won't be doing this show again. And to my day, I wanted to dug deep more in why. He's just like, it's not that I just like Hot 97 or none. I don't like the show or the I love I love it all but the only thing that's happening is the age gap is showing up. And when me and Red are out there giving it everything we got and putting our energy out there, the crowd's just like, they're not into it because they don't know them. And I get that. I know that there's a gap there. And but I've always been the person to say, if you love a genre of music, hip hop, I love hip hop. And if Jennifer or Dylan drug me to a new show, a new rap show, I would get to know who they were. I like to know who they were and get to know either their back catalog of their music and stuff. So it's not disrespect to be like, whatever, I'm just here. Like, so if you're going to a Redman Method Man concert, get to know who they were. Like they are talented guys, man. Like they're crazy talented. Like Method Man, just to bring the pain. That song is just that was a song that just blew me away as a kid. I remember being a kid in high school and yeah, riding in my Nissan Maxima. That was a thing. That's like recently when your Chrysler 300s or your, what was the other one that was huge too? Like the Dodge Challenger. It's like the Nissan Maxima back then was like that. It's like everybody had one, everybody wanted one. It was sought after, especially had a little spoiler and stuff. It was things. So I had a Nissan Maxima, and I was inspired to buy that because of the movie Juice. There was a guy in the movie, and he had one, and I wanted one, so I got a Nissan Maxima.
Did it
But
have like Dayton's on it and stuff?
no, it was also, it was stock. It was stock. But the only thing I did splurge on was the stereo system because I love music. So I had Bose. I had Bose system. I had automatic. I had tent and stuff like that. And it cost me a pretty penny back then. I had to work 2 or 3 jobs, but I had a Nissan Maxima. That's what I wanted. So I was playing these. I was playing these records. I was playing these records. I'm not that old. These cassettes. I was playing these cassettes. Redman, Method Man. These guys, they blew me away. I put on the stories the other day. The Lost Boys. The Lost Boys were a big part of me growing up. The music, that rap music, that whole culture was great. The clothing. Jennifer makes fun of me because I would wear Timberlands and stuff like that because that was the things I was into. I love the New York West Coast, the East Coast style. Excuse me. That was a big part of it for me. So anyway, back to what I was getting to. Method Man. Yeah, I say I can't do this. I can't do this show no more. It's just not for us no more. It's beyond our age already. Like people don't know who. It's not that it's just people weren't feeling them, and then I get it. It's just a different era.
They do a festival with people like them and
Right.
other
Like the R&B stuff,
from that
and the R&B and the music.
that
I think, and they've done that before. I think I'm not
people
sure.
like us would appreciate.
Yeah, I would have. I'd kill to see those guys because, like I said, Red and Method Man. I saw them in Houston before the summit was turned into Joel Osteen's House of Prayer before you got locked out. It used to be the summit, and I saw me and my friend Devin Venters out there in Metal World. Devin, we went to that show together, and it was Redman, Method Man, DMX, I think, was on that show. It was the box that sponsored it, and man, we had a blast, man. The tickets, I think I bought. Uh, Me and Devin were cool. We always exchanged gifts for each other. He bought me something, so I bought it. I snuck up on him and I bought us 2 tickets to the front row, and it was like back then, shit. 2 tickets to the front row was like $100. That ain't shit. Now it's $100 just to be in the restroom. You can't even get in that place. But yeah, me and Devin went to that show. It was great, man. I got to see them perform, so that was cool shit to see. But I would like to see them again before they hang up their gloves, and they do wear gloves. They like to wear the football gloves, like I talked about before. But yeah, that Method Man, I was kind of shitty to hear what he was going to do. It's not on his heart, just that people don't care anymore. It's sad because I love those guys. What else, man? We're gonna also talk about oh shit, I lost it. And then speaking of keep it on the rap thing, music. I heard the new Eminem song. Uh, Terrible. I never was a fan of him. I never thought he was interesting at all. I never found him interesting. Anytime I found him interesting was maybe when he did songs with like D12 and those guys. I thought that was interesting, but I never found him interesting. I never got the thing of him. He was fine. But yeah, he's got this new. I think it's he samples Steve Miller's Abracadabra in it. The Abracadabra, he samples the Steve Miller Band song, and it was a disservice. It was a disservice to the Steve Miller Band. There, it was a insult. But it was terrible. I didn't like it. And I respect it. He's an old cat and he's still doing it. It's just you could tell he's an old cat doing it. It just didn't look right. I don't know. It just didn't look right. There's a lot of AI and it looked like a lot of AI, a lot of
a little embarrassing.
Yeah, a lot of CGI stuff. And I don't know. I thought it was just to me. I just thought it was just too. I know he was trying to go back to that look that he had at the beginning, where it was very cartoonish and stuff. I get it, but it's just, I didn't like it. But I'm not a fan.
Everybody's mad because I guess in the song he says something about Megan Thee Stallion. People
really?
Are saying it was like disrespectful, so he's in trouble.
Oh yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know. I never got him. Dude.
I don't get him either. He's like the Weird Al of rap. That's what he always reminded me of.
It was just silly. Comical, and it was fun, and I don't know. I just never got him, and that's probably going to be people like shit on me for that, but I don't care because, like I said, I don't get him. Again, I was never a big Eminem fan, but I do respect his hustle and what he did to get there. I mean, he went to the Detroit guy, and he didn't make it, going through the suburbs. He went through the city. He went against other. He was very urban scene where he went through, and I respect that, man. He's a hustler, grinder, and then just another person like him that I lump him in with that I respect a ton is comedian Joe Coy. Same kind of thing, Asian cat, and he went through the hard knocks by going through the urban route. He went to the BET. He went to the BET. What's that thing called? BET had a thing kind of like a showcase thing, and I forget what it's called, but they had it on. It was a BET channel. It was like a comedy showcase thing, and in order to get on that, you had to kill. You had to destroy rooms, and he did that. And Joe Coy, and he came from that realm, the urban realm, and that's the hardest. I think that's the hardest route to get out of to make it. To go through that to make it, because if you get accepted by the urban scene, and I think people you can get that because they're the toughest critics to get through. I mean, they can tell if you're corny right off the bat. If you're corny, they're gonna let you know you're corny, and you're not gonna cut it. So that's why I respect. The urban voice has a big voice, and when they, it's funny that to kind of piggyback off that, the urban voice. Trump's on TikTok. It's funny to see this cat. He's man, he's been on TikTok for what, maybe a week, maybe a few days.
Just a couple days.
Maybe a few days ago, and the dude's at, I don't know, 3 or 4 million people. It's 5.5 million followers now. The last time I saw it was like 4.
Yeah.
And I think, and again, people will say this all day, and they'll skew this and they'll skew the way it is. But the urban crowd, that demo was behind them, and it's crazy to see because it's just like they again, it's that thing. They know they can see a liar, or they can see, or they if you're corny, they're not gonna mess with you. If you're full of shit, they're not gonna mess with you. But they like him because he's a real guy. And, I know people may not like him. Tons of people hate him. I get it. He's not. Sometimes he's not a likable guy, but for me, it's not. It's just I like dramatics. I like a show. I like being extra. I like that. So he's over the top. He's ridiculous. It's funny. You know, politics. I don't give a shit. But I'm just talking about for him. He just makes me. He's laugh. He's entertaining. Like I said, I talked about the debates going on. Going to happen soon. Those are going to be entertaining. I can't wait for those. And that's going to be great content for everybody. Everybody's going to eat that up. But yeah, again, if the urban community embraces you're gonna be okay. And I think Trump's gonna be okay because he's being embraced massively. And but yeah, back to the last thing to wrap that up. Eminem, don't like his music, don't care for him, but I do care for the way he got there. His the way his work ethic is something else. It's a hell of a worker, very big entrepreneur, great guy. In that realm. As far as a person, I don't really, as far as music wise, not a fan. And I think other than that, I think that's it, man. And just stay tuned. Appreciate you.